Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Actually, the first game came out in 2012. I played through that, loved it. This game came out actually just this past month. And today we're going to be playing through it. You don't need to play the first game in order to play the second one. Although I should mention that this is an adventure point-to-click video game. I don't know if anyone are familiar with Monkey Island, but I grew up playing those adventure click games, and I loved it. Monkey Island is definitely one of my most favorite adventure, click-to-point adventure games, and today we're going to be playing the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. And I hope you guys enjoy this. The dialogue is awesome. The first game was amazing. It's on the Steam Marketplace, relatively cheap. Same title except without the 2. Let's jump right in here and start a new game of the Book of Unwritten Tales. I have only played like 5 minutes of this, so I haven't really explored too much of the game. And yeah. This game is awesome, by the way. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful.
War had raged through all Avantasia. The alliance of humans, elves, and dwarves fought against the evil army of the shadows. The war had devastated the country for years upon years, and yet no one gained the advantage. And so it was that in that time,
the soundtrack of this game is phenomenal.
An old archaeologist uncovered the location of the artifact.
Actually, you know what I should do? Let me pause it really quick. I'm gonna suggest the speech volume a little more. There we go.
Act of divine fate. The artifact could fulfill every wish, and thus decide the war, for one side or the other. Led by Warlock Munkus, son of Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they would have reached it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against them. Wilbur, the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the woodland realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands, companion of the most brilliant of the heroes. Nate Bonnet, who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess. Who deserved a kingdom and all the riches in the world. Who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person.
But that's what Deadpool does.
Ah!
Actually, I'm gonna, sorry, I gotta do this again. I'm gonna adjust the music a little more. The music's so pretty in this game, it's stunning. Just wait until you see the environments.
This is good.
The environments of this game are gorgeous.
Although the ground is still getting closer.
I've actually done skydiving before, and I have to say it's one of the most invigorating experiences, and this just reminds me of my experience jumping out of a plane at 20,000 feet.
Part of the jetty. At least some of it survived the explosion. If I'm lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
Empty.
Oh!
I wish this was Aladdin to pop out of this lamp.
Oh, hi Nate, how's it going?
Good. For now. Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
He reminds me of Dobby from Harry Potter.
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Time to make up for it then. Now shake a leg.
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
You're a genie, for God's sake. You're supposed to make everything better.
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Oh, this is all terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Benny!
Perhaps tomorrow? I really do need to think through what's happened
I'll
today
be dead
properly.
tomorrow.
You get me out of the mess you got us into right now!
Please don't yell at me! I just can't take it anymore!
It's like a girl.
Benny!
Woman, make me a sandwich.
Ah!
Don't raise your voice at me!
state he's in, we can forget about miracles. I gotta find
Women
something
are so
easy,
emotional.
something even he thinks he can do.
Maybe this genie is like a woman. You're a genie. Genies should not be sensitive.
A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
Why you?
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
And?
You know what this
And-
Benny reminds
and-
me of? Benny from
Then I
The
shook
Mummy.
your lamp and everything else. You meant well.
I don't know how many people have seen the movie The
Alright
Mummy.
then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
That was fast.
Carpet.
A flying
This
car.
genie must have a personality disorder. I don't know how you just forgive somebody that fast.
Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
Yes, you're up to it. Come on, save me.
Yes.
That's the game, guys. I die because of a stupid genie. Yeah, this is about as far as I
What
made it
the heck?
when I played this yesterday.
What happened here? No.
Oh, him. He's such a cute little monster.
I'm worried about you.
Look at that. Oh, it's so
Oh,
pretty.
Mother.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
So gorgeous.
Everything's fine.
No, you don't look well at all. Positively rotund.
Rotund. Who uses that
It
word
is
now anymore?
unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating. If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
Oh, darling, we've been through that already. Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. You will like him.
Ugh, arranged marriages.
He's
I would hate to
charming
live in this
and-
era.
Look, he sent us a picture of himself and his sister.
Which of the two is the sister?
The elf nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
Ugh.
I don't have the slightest interest in that person. Not anymore.
She's in
You are
love
at
with
the
Nate.
heart of the elf kingdom, in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired, or fat.
You know you got a
Only
positive
want
mother when
what's
she's
best
worried
for
about
you,
you
Ivo.
eating any sort of food so you won't fit in your wedding dress. Yeah, that's right. Don't say anything. You're gonna say that I'm fat. Alright, spacebar. I think spacebar. Oh. Cheap, cheap.
Did you see that? She's locked me in. Yes,
Aw.
only what's
It's
best
just
for
like
me.
R2-D2.
She always says that.
Can't understand what the little thing says, but everybody knows what it's saying.
I didn't want to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling too well lately, Cheap. I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever get ill. Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world, and they have some very strange ideas about personal hygiene. Well, I thought perhaps it's a curse. Oh, no, you won't. I'll take care of it myself.
Well, that's
Mother
right.
would make a
Elves
state
in
occasion out of it.
fantasy don't rarely get sick, if not ever.
I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down in the library. No, rest is not what I need just now. I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just like a grown-up elf. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you.
Alright, spacebar. All these things I can interact with.
I've been sleeping badly of late, and sometimes I feel tired all day long.
Wow, I got some big old titties. Jesus Christ. Didn't realize that.
I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together here in the Elf Burrow. That was a big deal for Wilbur. He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred years. He insisted on making me a present. He sat in the corner for days knitting me this hat with his little gnarled fingers. The times when the others were here in the Elf Burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make me laugh.
The critter. That's his name. I haven't played this, I played the first game so long ago that I forgot the names of the characters.
Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves and our stories. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about bygone ages. Complete idiot. Cheep Cheep likes to look at his reflection. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time. Hey, Cheep Cheep.
We gotta get rid of your
mirror.
narcissism, little Cheep Cheep.
I only need it for a minute. Oh, he's not budging, and his pecs can be damn painful when he puts his mind to it.
Alright, so obviously I need to get the bird to move somehow. Let's go outside. Oh wow, it's so pretty! Oh, this game gives me visual orgasms. Alright, interaction, like telescope.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
I haven't actually. I
Apologies,
got to
I need a few
the
of your seeds.
after the genie saved me with the flying carpet is as far as I got. So I'm not sure if I'm what I'm supposed to be doing at the moment. I'll obviously need to get to the library somehow. But alright, I got seeds in that picture of Prince Lados and some fresh sunflower seeds.
I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it.
I'm assuming I need to put bird seeds in this.
Cheep Cheep, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead? Don't say I never look after you.
What's this thing? A musical box?
An envoy from the Far East gave me this musical box years ago. Wherever I go, I always have its tune in my head.
Oh, how cute. Alright, grab the mirror. Grab the mirror. The bird's freaking out. This bird has a narcissistic disorder.
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing. A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elven figures, immaculate.
What do I use this mirror for? Can I put my mirror on me? Lean mirror up against figure. Okay. Oh, I think I gotta get this bird stuck in this thing, I think. That's my guess.
Hey, withdrawal symptoms?
I'm almost positive, yeah.
I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Come on.
Bye-bye, birdie.
Shh.
Well, that was simple enough.
He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can...
Thought I saw... Where's... Go to palace. Oh, no. Climb down the garden.
Let's go.
Oh, it's so pretty. Look at the colors. Oh, man alive.
As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands. Or rather, Mother is.
Oh, there's a portal cube. There's a... Oh, that's cool.
There's a selection of cubes here. For a while, it was all the rage at official state visits to give geometric presents.
Wait, that sword right there, that's from Final Fantasy VII, I believe. Yeah, it is. What the fuck?
Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer the Elf Burrow. It's become less frequent over the last few centuries. Humans and dwarves appear to have learnt their lesson. It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build himself a throne out of all the swords of conquered enemies. Unfortunately, he died after only conquering one enemy when he refused to heed all the warnings and sat on the throne.
Minecraft? Oh my god, that's funny. Look at that, Minecraft. Minecraft sword. Well, there's a lot of things I can interact over here. What's this thing?
This flower clearly is one of the more exotic of the palace's flowers. It comes from a country in the deep south beyond the deserts. It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a declaration of war, or if one wanted to deprive someone of all sense. Why do so many people hate this flower?
Okay.
Now that explains why this flower is classified as a weapon in 24 countries.
That's right. Just put it in my underwear. Put it in my butt. A Rubik's Cube?
What have
really?
we got here then? Aha. Ah, Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
Ow! Be careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
Ill elf? So I look ill. What's wrong with me?
Take it easy, young one thing at a time.
Young one. I'm older than you.
And you look it, too.
I do?
No, of course not, and I can also see no illness. But the mere fact that I've been fished out from the back of the shelf for the first time in centuries tells me that something is wrong.
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear infections, and of course it could also be lupus.
Oh wow, they have lupus in this
But
world.
I think it is something else.
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
I am a magical medicine book. That actually serves as an answer to both of your questions.
I've never encountered a talking book before.
Of course not. I am the only talking book here. That's the problem. In the magical
I like this book. He's kind of
library
sassy.
Seastone, all books can talk. Things really get cooking there, believe me.
I demand to know this instant what sort of illness I have.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
I can take it.
A placebo only works when one doesn't know that it is a placebo. Make the potion and then come back and drink it. Then we'll be sure.
All right, this potion, what goes in it?
It is very easy to make. You need to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey and a red herring, and then mix with water into a viscous potion.
Oh, that sounds revolting.
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
And if I drink it, I'll be well again?
We will then at least know what is wrong with you.
This metis bush, where can I find one?
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and have spent years sandwiched between dusty hymnals and a tome of revolting recipes.
A red herring. Are you serious?
Of course, why not? Red herrings are known all over the land as particularly useful fish. Their uses in the areas of medicine, cuisine, and literature are too numerous to mention.
All right, so I've got a red herring. Thank you. I think that's all for now.
Red herring,
Normally,
honey.
it's me that ends patient consultations. You are only a princess, but I am a doctor.
And metis bush. Alright, let's see. What else can I observe here?
A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty was put on its head, and all heroes of the land were encouraged to hunt it down. 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought the head to the palace where it was displayed in triumph. The strange thing was that a bit later more adventurers came carrying an identical head. Then more and more heroes arrived. A great example of the variety of our world's fauna.
That
Some of the ideas
blue
Mother
monster
Nature
reminds
has
me of the
would be
monster
right
in
off the
Monsters
wall.
Incorporated. Was his name Scully? I think his name was Scully. I was positive his name was Scully.
Goldsmithing, masonry, and a book about carpentry. Like all books in this library, it's a guest present. The logic behind this must be... Those elves, they have so many beautiful statues and items of wood. They'll be really interested in this. Why don't we present them with a book about it? What they don't realise, though, is that if we're interested in a subject, then we'll already know pretty much all there is to know about the matter, and the book's of no use to us whatsoever.
Typical elf arrogance. Good to know.
Working with wood. There's a master whittler down in the valley. I've enjoyed watching him in the past. He carves animal figures so real that humans and dwarfs believe that they are actually animals turned into wood. This one's more about interiors, making furniture and the like. Plane the wood down by a pixie's thumb and saw the board into 2 equal length pieces. Who knows what that might be good for? The Biggest Plant Book of Avantasia by Charles Mendel with illustrations by Alexander Bonpland. If I want to know something about plants, I can just ask our gardener. He knows everything about plants. Well, that's what he says anyway.
is that thing?
A fairly small, unattractive
Aw.
tree.
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the pot in the morning.
You mean...
Anyway, what can I do for you, my little beauty?
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. No such thing in nature, of course. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very daft concerning that.
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener, get it?
So funny, Mr. Tree.
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature. But you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, me dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
You tree shepherds do a great job.
Tree shepherds? The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? However, I quite fancy one of those shepherd dogs. Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog? Nah, my darling. I'm a gardener. Nothing more, nothing less.
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. I just don't know what's wrong with that plant over there. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day.
Oh,
from
there's
a
honey.
family
I need to get honey.
delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
I like this character, Arbor.
Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build their hive in our garden. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be the only queen here. I don't know the names of all the plants in the garden. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that gave many of the plants their names a few thousand years ago. Shh. Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
If I were ill and needed to make some medicine, then you'd help me with that, wouldn't you?
Ill? You're an elf! Elves don't get ill!
But if I were...
Oh, come on, now tell me. How can I help you?
Do we have a metis bush in the garden here?
That bush over yonder.
But that fruit's red.
And what colour do you expect, then?
Green. Are they only green when they're not ripe?
Nah, they're blue then. They're green when the bush senses danger.
Pardon?
Maybe I gotta knock the
The
beehive
metis
down
bush has
and
exceptionally
bush.
delicious sweet fruit. But if it thinks it's in danger, then they go green and very sour. Call it a defense mechanism.
Ah, and the bush only has red fruit because it has nothing to be afraid of here.
That's right.
I often see you fishing. Could you lend me your rod?
Of course, if you bring it back in one piece. What's up?
I was convinced that I would have to make my own fishing rod or that you'd ask me to collect a variety of mystical items in exchange for it.
Why? It's only a rod.
Thanks.
This guy doesn't expect
Not everything
anything
needs
in
to be
return.
complicated, you know.
Do you know how I could get my hands on some honey?
Try the kitchens.
I prefer not to wander through the castle.
Of course. Someone would tell your mother.
Would that beehive in the tree over there be of any help?
Oh, I'd be careful with that. The bees defend their honey and could give you a nasty sting.
Couldn't they be distracted or tricked in some way?
beekeepers wear protective clothes and use smoke that calms the bees. But I don't have any beekeeper kit here. I just let the bees keep their honey and they pollinate my flowers. That's how we've always done it.
There's something else. See you later, Arbor.
See ya!
This is a lettuce bush, just what I need. Only its fruit is red, not green.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I can use this thing. Let's see. Can't use that. Oh, yep. Aha! See? Little simple things.
If the bush had a heart, it would have skipped a few beats. Thanks.
Alright. Green metis fruit. 1 item down. Now I gotta get the honey somehow. Actually, that's
A handy smooth stone. Arbor's sheepdog. There are... As suspected, there are red herrings swimming in the pond. They are really saltwater fish that live in the sea. But they always come back to their homeland to breed. They're the only known fish variety that can scale nearly vertical cliffs. I don't have a clue about fishing, but I'll try my luck.
fishing skill 0.
Just as I expected, nothing. On the other hand, somehow I have the feeling that I now... I guess that I can just practice until I'm good enough.
Still nothing.
Or I could try to speed things up by learning more about fishing. Red herrings are fast and slippery. Even elves can't catch them with their bare hands. Several books about animals, an atlas, a book about humans. Actually, more of a brochure. And what's this? Fishing for the moderately talented. Perhaps there are a few practical hints and tips in the fishing book. A lucrative season with a successful technique doesn't just depend on the type and quality of your tackle, but also on a really good spot. It doesn't matter whether you jig, dip, toddle or feed. Wobblers, twisters, spinners, blinkers, poppers, jigs, jerks and live bait must be presented in the most enticing ways possible. I haven't the faintest idea what all that means. I presume my fishing talents are not quite advanced enough to enable me to use this book. The door.
See, maybe I can use some of my jewelry on my fishing rod. That would be my guess.
These earrings here. They're sparkling and glinting in the sunshine.
Oh, what
They
did I
could actually
look
come
at
in
that?
handy.
The master of point-click adventure games. So I need to add glittered earrings to fishing pole.
That looks promising.
Yep, ta-da!
A beautiful red flower. It was only put here a few days ago. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice in my room.
The plant looks like the
And
same
then it's
plant that was
replaced
down,
and planted in the garden.
Yeah, exactly.
A delicate, sweet scent. It reminds me of a wood over in the west where I learnt to use a bow and arrow.
Can I not take the flower? Apparently not. Take water plants, okay.
I can't think of any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy.
I got a lot of items now.
Red herrings are fast and slippery. A classic. Red herrings are fast and slippery.
So what, I just gotta keep doing this until I raise my fishing skill up? Nope, there we go, got a fish.
Last. Now I can tick the red herring off my list.
Got a red herring. I swear. Why can't I take this flower out? Oh, take jug.
Water's the easiest ingredient to find. We have copious amounts of it here. A delicate sweet scent.
I'm not sure what I need to get the honey next. Let's go down there. I have a... Maybe I'll use my, my cutting reed on it.
Isn't there a turn of phrase like stirring up a bee's nest? I think the saying's trying to give us a warning. As long as the bees are wide awake and buzzing, I don't dare. Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
Look, I found this book in the library.
Woodcrafts? Why are you showing me that?
I thought it might interest you.
I don't like horror stories.
Because he's wood.
Horror stories?
Wood that has been clamped into a revolving monstrosity to be whittled down layer by layer to the core? What do you call that then?
Sorry, never looked at it like that.
Branches sawed off, boards nailed together, wood treated with chemicals. Oh, sick stuff.
Have you found out what's wrong with the plant yet?
Nope, I haven't. Everything looks proper. Earth is moist and nutrient rich. The sun is shining. A difficult case. I'd quite like to smoke my morning pipe now, but first work, then play.
See you later, Arbor.
See ya.
Ah, maybe I need to get him to smoke, and the smoke will make the bee hive calm or something. I don't know. There's another thing in here. Let's talk to the medicine book. Come back, medicine book.
Hi.
Well, what?
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right. I was a complete idiot and actually volunteered. As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience. Wrong.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the center of the elven kingdom, and just look at how paltry this library is.
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there at the time.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves stand around in white.
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined elvish propaganda, presenting them as intelligent and morally impeccable. And who can prove otherwise? There are no other witnesses and there are no books.
Thank you for your help.
That's what I'm here for.
Perhaps I can help Arbor solve the problem with that flower. Let's take a look. Giant beans, also known as magic beans, are very rare. They are the fastest growing plant variety known. Because of the beans' high costs, they are almost exclusively used by the military, for instance, in storming high-walled castles.
Killer tomatoes.
Killer tomatoes are the most devious of the meat-eating plants. Disguised as tomatoes, they hunt on allotments for defenseless humans. This plant reminds me of the one that Arbor's having problems with at the moment. Love lily. The love lily enters into an enduring relationship with another plant very early in its life, which frequently lasts its lifetime. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily does not normally survive the separation. The wood of intelligent apple trees is often used for equally intelligent and beautifully shaped living accessories of all types. For a long time, botanists thought that it may be possible to find other intelligent fruit varieties. So far, the search has proved fruitless. Guard plants, Vigilia audriensis, belong to the oldest domesticated plants of humankind. They have been especially valued in times of famine as they do not require as much food as, for instance, dogs. They can sometimes develop an unhealthy taste for blood. Baritones.
Oh, maybe, now that I know that information, maybe I can grab the plant upstairs.
This flower was given to us by the fairies, just like the love lily down in the garden. I bet they belong to...
Yay, got it. There we go. All I needed. Hey, don't bark. I'm trying to film a video here, and you're barking like a little turd. Sorry, guys. You don't even have an intimidating bark. It's like a little wolf.
Look, do you know this flower?
Ha ha ha! You did well, girl.
It would appear so.
You snivelling, girl? You all right?
No. Yes? I don't know.
Well then, I think I've earned myself a little rest now.
What? And he's gonna smoke, just like I thought he would. He's gonna smoke, is gonna calm my bees, and gotta get my bees and make my potion.
The smoke from Arbor's pipe seems to be calming the bees. This is my chance.
Hey now, you all right there?
Sorry, had to do it.
Well, I'm not happy about this destruction of nature. Not unless I get half of that there honey.
I don't need any more. The rest is for you.
Oh, that'd be good stuff.
He just throws the stick aside like, fuck that. I got my honey, I'm happy. Alright, I'm assuming I need to go upstairs to my bowl.
About 1 spoon of honey. Oh, that fruit smells really... Thanks for the sacrifice, little fish. Yes, the stone could be quite a useful pestle. First, I need all the contents in a bowl. Water's the easiest ingredient to find.
Don't I have everything in the bowl? I thought. Honey, red herring.
Yes, the stone could be quite a useful pestle. First, I need all the contents in a bowl.
They are in the bowl. Do I have to go talk to the book again?
Hi.
Well, what?
What are the potion's ingredients again?
The green fruit of a metis bush, a spoonful of honey, and a red herring. You have to put everything into a bowl with a bit of water and pound it until it forms a viscous potion.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
put water. Simple ingredient.
Water's the easiest ingredient to... Water's the... That should do it. The medicine book reckoned that it... I'm pretty sure that there's never been anything so utterly revolting concocted in the Elf Burrow ever. Oh, I hope this is some kind of joke. I need to know which disease this potion... Hi.
Well, what's up?
The potion's ready, but you don't seriously expect me to drink it, do you?
You must.
Mara?
Cheap, I'm so...
Back my dog's in the
Yes,
bathroom.
I know, but... This, medicine. Well, I did tell you that I wasn't feeling well, and the medicine book here thinks it could be something serious.
She has
my
to
puppy
drink it, the
is so
sour
fucking
metis fruit,
rambunctious.
sweet honey, and salty
has to
fish.
be what I'm trying to
That
film a
should
video.
give us an answer.
Oh, it looks revolting.
It is medicine. It's not supposed to taste nice. That's right. Down to the last drop.
Not as bad as I was expecting. In actual fact, it's quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that.
Congratulations, Ivo. You are pregnant.
What?
No, 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 no. That is completely impossible. You must be wrong. Surely it's a misdiagnosis.
You are an elf and say that potion is quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that. That's raging hormones talking.
I don't have any hormones. Cheat, no. No, the book has made a mistake. I cannot be pregnant. I've never stood in the divine water with Nate on Midsummer's Night singing the Song of Life. Why? How do humans do it? They do what?
Elves and humans can have children together, but it's not possible without sex.
You see? We never had sex. At least not to my knowledge.
Oh.
But the diagnosis is crystal clear.
Let's just pretend that I am pregnant. There must be some explanation, rational or otherwise.
Hey,
If we
get out of there.
discount the possibility that the child was conceived by natural means, which would certainly appear to be the case here, then that leaves us with just the unconventional conception methods. Did you, perhaps, make some kind of pact with a goblin regarding the child? Child in exchange for gold or a kingdom, for example?
No.
Has a god in the guise of a bull appeared to you in your dreams? Any angels been having a word with you?
No.
Have any stars fallen from the heavens recently?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Then that just leaves magic, or a curse. But unfortunately, that is not my area of expertise.
I wish it was so cheap, but my feeling is that the book is right. I am pregnant. I'm not sure how, and I'm not sure why, but it would appear that I'm pregnant. And as all other possibilities have been eliminated, then it must be a curse that's responsible. That is fantastic!
My puppy is putting her head in between my legs right now.
No, of course
begging
I
me
didn't
to
mean
pet
it
her.
like that. But
That's what I'm doing.
just think. Me. Cursed. That sounds like an adventure. Totally obvious what we need to do now. We ask Archmage Alistair. He's the wisest magician in the realm of man, and he's a friend. He'll be able to tell us what it means. Oh, no, you don't. You remember who was meant to be looking after me so that nothing happens to me, don't you? One thing's certain. Mother must never find out about this. I don't know either. Do you think that my tummy will start to show?
Oof.
Oh.
Kind of hard. It's hard to hide a pregnancy, believe me, unless you get really fat.
Alistair's sure to have the answers. We'll have to track him down in the Mage Tower in Seastone. Only, how are we going to get there? Seastone is days away from here. Oh yeah, saying fly is all well and good. Are you going to teach me quickly then? No, we need a fast mode of transport. And then there's the small matter of the Border Watch. Their longbows can take out a fly's eye at 400 metres, and they will shoot if said fly should dare to set foot in or leave the woodland realm without permission. You don't by any chance know the password that the Border Watch use? Typical. That's exactly the problem. Mother chooses a new password every single day, and there's no way I'll get it out of her. Oh, why don't you know the password? You normally know everything. Hey, know-it-all. Mother's mirror. It knows more than you. It must know the password. If we work as a team, we should be able to cast a little light on the matter cheap. After all, if it is a curse, then I'm the victim, not the perpetrator. Well, yes, I know that. She'll blame us whatever happens. But it's best for us to have some answers rather than just presenting her the facts, don't you think? Transport and the password. Let's go.
Is there anything else I can get in my bedroom? Let's see.
That's just what I need.
Alright, got a jug. Let's go talk to my condescending douchebag of a mother.
Nothing for it. Have to talk to Pa.
Ivo, I thought that we'd agreed that you would stay in your room.
I'm
What are you, my darling?
pretty! I am pretty!
But of course you are. So you disobeyed me just to tell me this.
I just left my room to do a bit of training.
Mm-hmm.
You said yourself I've put on a few pounds, and I'm not going to get rid of them by lying around on my bed all day.
Where does this sudden insight come from?
I can't keep asking myself what to do with my life. Perhaps marriage isn't such a bad idea.
It most certainly isn't. And if you train diligently, I'm sure Prince Lalilos will like you a lot.
Ugh.
Of course. Fine.
I would
Can I just
love
push
to
my
help,
mother
but
over
I'm
the
most
fucking
dreadfully
waterfall and
busy.
have her die to her
A
death?
kind of
That's what I would like to do.
epidemic seems to have broken out in Seastone.
An epidemic in Seastone?
It's strange. We're getting reports from the whole of the Middle Kingdom. Objects and beings have been changed.
What do you mean?
The situation isn't clear. It appears as if some kind of terrible power is gradually moving through the whole land, changing it. Do you remember the story of the Nothing? A big blackness that gradually swallowed a fairy kingdom bit by bit.
Of course.
This time it is much worse. It is pink.
An epidemic in Seastone. Is it wise for me and it to go there? On the other hand, Wilbur and the Archmage are in Seastone. Perhaps I can help them to fight the epidemic in exchange for them helping me with my problem. A droplet over a line. I suspect that this is some kind of mystical symbol, but I never really bothered with this sort of thing. That's Mother's thing. A droplet in a circle. One can find such strange symbols all over the realm. They do have some kind of deep significance for those in the know. Not that I am. Pa doesn't like getting up early. A line with a droplet underneath it. Presumably the symbol's not just there for decoration, but I don't have a clue what it means. I can blame on the Mother?
Yes, Ivadora.
Those symbols on the columns, what do they mean?
First your insights concerning your wedding, and now an interest in the spiritual. You do surprise me. The 3 symbols depict the 3 different forms that water takes. They are important in many rituals. Water that falls from the sky. Water that springs from the earth. And water that is bathed by moonlight.
Oh. What's all this different forms of water all about then?
Not all water is the same. It changes. If it bubbles out of a spring, then it is spring water. Then it turns into stream water, perhaps into river water, and then sometimes later into sea water. The voice of water changes, its soul.
And if different forms of water are mixed together...
Then you can create water with powerful magical properties. But it's not as easy as you might imagine. Water is constantly changing its form. Rain is water from the sky, but as soon as it lands in a puddle, then it becomes common puddle water.
That stuff in the moonwell, that's water bathed by moonlight, isn't it?
Of course it is, my darling.
Could I take some of it?
It is holy water. We only use it for special occasions.
I am special,
What do you
bitch. I
need
need
it
it for. To look sexy.
I'd like to carry out a ritual. I need some water that has been bathed by the moonlight for it.
Really? What sort of ritual?
Well, I want to, well, it's a surprise.
I don't like surprises, especially not when it concerns magic rituals. What sort of ritual are you planning?
I want to become one with the cosmos and nature and, to see the future and the past. So do the things that you do.
But child, you'll need centuries of training for that. Only priestesses can use Moonwell water for spiritual journeys.
About the...
What do you need?
I need it for a potion. It's one of the most important ingredients.
Really? What sort of potion?
God, she asks questions for everything I do.
Well, the moon water's a particularly pure and clean water. I thought that it could form the basis of a beauty potion.
It is true that this water is purported to have healing powers.
I didn't want to trouble you with this, but then I thought, if I'm meant to be looking my best for the prince, then such a potion wouldn't do any harm.
Oh, absolutely. Do you have a vessel? May the Moonwell water give you the help you need to become more beautiful, just as it has always helped me.
I could do with a bit...
Yes, you...
The fact that she's so arrogant that... Oh, never mind. I have to give her the jug in order for her to do it. Come on, you little turd. Alright, moon water.
Come back if you need any more.
See you later, Mother.
Don't...
My daddy's still asleep with birds in his hair. I'm gonna go to the mirror.
Right. Now water that has been bathed in moonshine. That must mean the water that's come from the moonwell. It works. One of the symbols is glowing.
Yay, alright. I'm assuming I have to get one from the waterfall, I'm gonna guess. Can I use it? Yep, I can. I think this will be spring water, I think.
Water from the waterfall. One could also say water that has fallen from the sky. Aha! That's got the second symbol to glow.
Alright, so I've got two symbols. Maybe Arbor knows something.
You're having a good time, I see.
What can I do for you?
What are you doing today? I borrow your space. Or you don't know that? Must leave it exactly pregnant.
Arbor, I'm going to have to leave the elf burrow for a few days.
Your mother giving you permission?
Not as such.
Oh, she not gonna like that. But one has to do what one has to do. I wish you a good journey.
Oh, thank you, Arbor. And don't tell anyone I told you.
Oh, you wouldn't dream of it. Just don't you go staying away too long now.
Of course. In the out...
Quite right.
I just need to borrow your spade a moment. Is that okay?
Of course. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
You shouldn't smoke.
Why not?
It's not healthy.
No lungs, no problems.
Don't you think it's a bit weird and warped to smoke yourself?
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible.
I need a special sort of water, Arbor. Can you help me?
A special sort of water? Now, who's been dreaming that stuff up then?
Arbor, please help. I need water that spills out of the ground.
There, the waterfall. As much water as you want.
Oh, it's not that simple. That water's changed. I need water directly out of the earth.
You elves always like to make things complicated, don't you? You got a container? There you go.
Did he just pee?
And don't start telling me that this is some kind of snot water or the like. This be tip-top quality groundwater.
Should work.
I think he
Thank
peed.
you. I have to get on.
It's kind of disturbing.
Let's hope that Arbor's donation of water that spills from the earth will work. It hasn't really spilled from the earth, but it is groundwater, and it's never seen the sun. Now all the symbols are glowing.
Yay!
Hello? Are you there?
I'm always there.
I cast a spell over you single-handedly, with no help.
You had help, you just didn't realise it.
No, I did it by myself.
I'm the all-knowing seer. I'm telling you, you are wrong.
I did summon you, but I don't really know anything about you. Do you live in the water, or are you the water?
No, the water is just a reflective surface. I live on the other side of the mirrors. I see what happens in front of mirrors. To you, they are simple reflections. To me, they are the window through which I view your world.
Okay. And Mother and others summon you to ask your advice.
I wouldn't exactly describe it as asking. They know how to reach me via one of the mirrors. They want me to give them information, and if I don't answer, they just stand there and stare at me.
So you help them.
That is the question, is it not? Do I have an interest in supporting either one or the other side, or would I rather watch a catastrophe unfold?
So you'd pour oil onto the fire just because you want to watch the flame?
I could, but mostly I restrict myself to watching. I love to see how things develop. I can't abide when things come to a standstill. That's when I'm always tempted to give someone a shove in the right direction.
So you live on the other side of all mirrors? Does that include the one in my bedroom?
I can look through any.
You do close your eyes, when it's the decent thing to do, right?
I see all.
Yes, understood. But if someone's undressing in front of their mirror or doing embarrassing things that no one else should see, you do look away, right?
I can see into the furthest reaches of the world. I see the good and the bad, the beautiful and the abominable. I count that amongst the abominable.
Are you really all-knowing?
No, but it sounds better than I am the seer who saw more than any other being in the world and yet didn't see all.
Why am I pregnant?
You are pregnant?
Should you not know that? You being the nearly all-knowing oracle.
I didn't see that. When did you get pregnant?
I'm asking you.
Stupid romance. A woodland glade, a bed in the cornfield, not a mirror in sight. Couldn't you and Nate have done that somewhere else?
Done what?
Oh, yes. Nothing at all, Princess.
There's talk of an epidemic in Seastone which is spreading. Do you know anything about it?
It is not an epidemic.
Well, what is it then?
It's something that you'll get involved with.
Can you see into the future?
Stories repeat themselves. Other places, other participants, but the course remains the same. Good fights evil.
I need today's password for the Woodland Realm Border Watch. Do you know it?
Of course. Your mother told the commander of the guards when she was standing next to the mirror surface of the moon well.
Can I have it?
Absolutely. I want to see how this develops. And there are quite a few surprises awaiting you in Seastone.
Which, of course, you're not going to tell me about.
They wouldn't be surprises if I told you about them.
By any chance, is the password melon?
How do you know that?
Stories repeat themselves. Do you not know that? Thanks for that unsettling conversation. I have to go.
Yes, you must. But we will see each other again soon.
You mean to say you will see me and follow my every move?
Yes, but I didn't mean that. You will seek me out before this story ends.
Really?
Yes, you will want to help a friend in need and won't know how to. That's when you will seek and find me.
Where will I find you?
In a flying town, in a house with no corners. Till then, Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm.
But, oh... Hey, Cheap. Think, Cheap Cheap. How can we both get to Seastone without me having to grow wings? You've got an idea? A flight magazine? You've taken out a subscription to a flight magazine? Yeah, all right. Page 15. Hippogriff stud Eculeus in the Blue Mountains. The best battle and hunting hippogriffs in Avantasia. A hippogriff? That could carry me. Not a bad idea, Cheap. But the Blue Mountains aren't close. And just look at the price. A pot of gold. Now where are we meant to get that from? Yes, I think you're right. We'll have to think of something. This sex that you spoke about, what is it and why should I not have it? I know that I'm an elf princess. That's exactly the reason I should have something like this. Perhaps even two. Oh, I will find out what you're trying to hide from me. I'll be back soon, Cheap.
I'm not sure what I need a pot of gold, but I don't even know how to fucking get that. I have picture frame, horn. Can I use my book of carpentry on something? Read something to the Happy Willow? Really? Okay, let's read something to the Happy Willow.
I wonder if trees regard a carpenter as the bogeyman. It's not nice, but I'll have to find out. One can easily fell a tree with the help of an axe and wedges. In my experience, nothing beats a sharp saw guided by two men. Slish, slash! The teeth of the saw bite into the wood, and in a few minutes, even the largest tree tumbles to the ground. After this, the smaller branches and the bark are removed from the trunk using hatchets.
Oh God.
Once the tree is sawn into several pieces, it's ready to be transported away. Wow. I feel a bit dirty. It'll be all right. You'll see. Hey, there's a rainbow. Since the willow's branches are hanging down for some inexplicable reason, the sun is able to shine directly onto the waterfall again and is now producing a pretty rainbow over the
this
garden.
game. I'm randomly guessing things. Like I was just moving my carpentry book around the environment to see if I could interact with something. And what do we do? I found it. Wait. I have a spade, right? I do have a spade. Doesn't... I thought if... I'm almost positive, doesn't the saying go with, like, gnomes or something? Pot of gold if you, I thought it was pot of gold under a rainbow, I thought. Oh my God, wow. What?
A pot of gold, and no grumpy leprechaun protecting it.
A leprechaun, not
What
gnome.
a stroke of luck.
That was a stroke of luck. quite literally.
Hey, Cheap. I have the pot of gold here. Go on, take it to the stud. Oh, I realise it's too heavy. I won an arm wrestling contest against an orc warrior in Seastone with the help of a strength elixir. We could get something like that for you. I'll be back soon, Cheap.
Alright, so now I have to make a strength elixir.
I'm going to have to take a few more of your seeds, but I promise this is the last time. Pa?
Yes, Poppet?
Yes, Poppet?
Hypothetically, if Cheap Cheap had to transport something heavy through the air, how could I help him do it?
You could ask me to give him the necessary strength. Which you have just done, have you not?
Really?
Of course. But the effect would not last long enough to transport you to, let's say, Seastone.
He doesn't need to do that. It's just a short distance.
All right. Bring me some sunflower seeds.
I was lucky just to go back there and pick them up. I figured that I'd have more than one use for them.
I have a few sunflower seeds. Here.
Good. Keep still.
That's it.
Just give Cheap Cheap these seeds to eat shortly before he starts on his journey.
Thanks.
Sweet sauce!
I've got quite a lot to think about.
Good.
See.
The first game was a lot like this. Like, it only gives you certain scenarios, stuff that you can interact with, so you have to use some of your items on some things. It's just funny, I find it funny that I randomly found, like, use the carpentry book on the willow tree, and it turned out that's what I needed to do. Makes me feel good, because
Cheap.
I'm pretty stupid when it comes to a lot of things, so finding out what I have to do randomly by chance is awesome.
Father's changed the sunflower seeds. Well, can you feel anything? Now, don't exaggerate. Okay, here. Oh, I hope it works. But what's he going to be like when he's super cheap? He's got enough of an exaggerated opinion of himself as it is. Oh, that's overdoing it a bit. I thought you just wanted to deliver the pot of gold. You deserve it. It's really in there, is it? Our hippogriff? Why did the stud put it in there? Couldn't they have just let it fly back with you? You mean it was in the box already? You didn't actually see it?
Oh, I got scammed.
Huh, I'd love to have your trust. Oh well, at least it's pretty lively. Cheap Cheap blind purchased the hippogriff. His trust in the Aculeus stud is far greater than his mistrust of humankind's capacity to deceive. Relax, I'm on it.
It's so cute! Oh my god!
You've still got the receipt, haven't you, Cheap? Cheap? Didn't the hippogriff in the magazine look a bit different to this? Bigger, a bit more griff and a bit less hippo? Is this the effect of the epidemic? Mother said it changed things. You are strong enough, aren't you? You were able to demolish that box just now. Can you carry me as far as Seastone? Right then. The Archmage. Murdered? By Wilbur Weathervane? There's something strange afoot, Cheap. Mark my words. I don't believe a word of it. Someone's responsible for this epidemic and someone wants to hurt our friends. Away to Seastone.
Achievement unlocked, the Great Escape. Anyways, folks, thank you guys for watching this video. I will be uploading another episode 2 of this sometime next week. I don't want to saturate my channel with video gaming stuff, but hope you enjoyed the journey of Unwritten Tales 2. I certainly did.